Taehyung, then why he is not here? Won't he come here for his daughter? At least know about her condition. Try to talk to her. I never see anything like this in these few days, Han. Han, because he will never waste his precious time for anyone, at least not for a daughter who he called mad and tried to send mental asylum, shouted and walked away from there. Taehyung was shocked and still at his place hearing this. Dad is as usual busy in his meeting. He never had time for me and I guess he will never have. We always remain busy in meeting, conference and making money. I miss mom more than anything, Taehyung, but I would have happy even if dad would have loved me like other father. But dad never tried to be a dad, then forget about being mom. I remembered you words suddenly what you said once when you were so hard with your dad's ignorance. Yes, you knew your dad was business-minded person, but can someone be so careless about his own daughter basically being heartless to send you mental asylum? He will never waste his precious time for anyone, at least not for a daughter who he called mad and tried to send mental asylum. One words repeated in his ear, and he kept his fist, feeling a sudden anger rising inside him. Just two words were igniting that burning feeling inside him that was mad and mental asylum. Use room. Taehyung come inside use room after some time only to see Han was sitting on couch holding your hand in her hand and you were sleeping. Han heard the door sound and looked up to find him. He came and sat on the single couch. Han, if you come here to talk about Yu's father, then don't. I don't want to talk about him plainly. Taehyung, okay, I'm not talking about him. But yes, I do have questions, but it is up to you if you want to tell me or not whenever you wish, not now calmly. Han didn't say anything, she just nodded. Taehyung, you know, Han, someone told me that no one needs whole world's love. If one person love you enough and more than anything that makes you feel love and happiness of whole world. Han get confused and looks at him. Taehyung, and you know who said this to me? Looking at you. Han didn't reply as she was confused. Taehyung smiled a bit and pointed towards you who was sleeping. Taehyung, she believes it, Han. Yes, she had pain that her dad didn't have time for her, but she was lucky that she has you. Once it was me also, but past a bit. Leave it. She used to be happy when she used to talk about you, and she wasn't wrong either. You are enough for her, Han. As you always said, you are best sister. Damn, you were there with her, always you stood for her. Yeah, I am helping you now, but I am no way comparable to you. Family doesn't mean to be a blood relation, it's by heart. You are here, I am here with her. We both can do this for her. I believe your sister will be back soon. And I seriously don't mind your anger. You are right at your place, but even if you keep shouting, I won't leave from here, not until she get perfectly fine and give you a smile. I unheard him and unknowingly smiled a bit hearing him. She was surprised at his words, but for the first time it felt good with his words. She nodded at him. Han, I know she will be fine. Taehyung, yeah, she will. Han, but I am not understanding what to do now. Doctor told she needs to be out of hospital and live in home. I don't understand. Where should I take you now? You also need to be there with her. Taehyung, you told you have flat. You can take you there. What is the problem? Confusingly. Han, it is not that young. I was living in single room flat in these 2 years where I merely go 1 or 2 times a week for useful things because of you. Due to our treatment, I used to be here only most of the time. Even though I handle that, there is another problem. I don't want maid to send my kind of information to you, Dad, regarding you, which he least care. But you need to be around you, and if you will come there more often, then I don't know what will be the situation. You know the unmarried girls and guy thing. Han sighed. Han is used at bloody self-respect and honor, and then my parents, they are no less. They just try to show modern, but they're mentally still old era type. Told her eyes, and most importantly, if anyhow you start got even a little bit hint that you are young, then it will be more worse situation. They won't even try to understand the situation why, but just blast off and maybe call us back. I don't want that. I don't want to take you treatment casually, which I never did, and now that she is getting fine, no way. Taehyung, so her father don't have time for her, but he had hired a detective maid for information. Han gave him a look. Han, you are thinking about that maid? Seriously? Gave him an eye look. Taehyung, no, I was just thinking that how much he loves his daughter in sarcastic tone. Han, yeah, very much. He put conditions when I got stubborn of my decision to take you here for treatment and attach that so-called stupid maid with us with a glint of anger. Taehyung, how thoughtful, shaking his head unbelievably. Han glared at him to be serious. Taehyung, okay, I have an idea if you want to listen. Han, what confusingly? Taehyung, can you both live in my flat? I mean, there are 3 rooms and it won't be problem to adjust. And secondly, I will be there with you with no problem. You can tell your maid that you are going out for some time in a state room. Taehyung, still, if you have any other way that we can do that, but I just suggesting my point. You can live in my flat only if you don't have any problem. I assure you, there won't be any problem from my side or any disturbance for you also. You just need to think and don't worry, you dad won't be able to know that. Han, that's a bit is her maid will know only when Taehyung will come to their flat, but if they will only go, then it won't be big problem. Dad will also don't know about it because he least care where they go and live until or unless it is about him. It's not such a bad idea. Yes, she didn't want to do it, but for you, she can do anything. But then her thought crossed about someone and her face expression turned pale. Her face fell suddenly. Taehyung was looking at her expression. She confused a bit in starting, but suddenly she got sad. Han, the young guy, was about to say something when Taeyang interrupted. Taeyang, he will stay away, immediately said as if understanding her. Han looked at him a bit surprisingly. Taeyang, you don't want to live around his presence. I understand that, but if that is the problem, then I will take care of that. Han, I don't know what is the problem between you both. I just know his point, but I don't know your part. But for your satisfaction, Jungkook will stay away assuring. Han, neither he won't let that to happen. He will also not like my presence, Taeyang. It is not just about me. With a sad smile. Taeyang, you know him quite well. Thinking she was right. Han, side effects of falling in love. With sad chuckle and shook her head. Taeyang looked at her as her fake smile couldn't really hide her pain. Taeyang, Han, you are not forced for anything. You are her sister, and you have all rights to think about you. I know you will think best. Take your time and then decide. And if there is another way, we will do that. And he go get up from couch. Han, wait, Taeyang, Taeyang. Han, let's do it. Looking at him. Taeyang, are you sure? Asked because she agreed easily. Han nodded. Han, till when I will keep running, there always be a point where destiny leads us. You met you, I met him. It was never planned, but I can't act like coward and selfish. I need to think about you. I didn't have any expectation from you, Taeyang, but yeah, now that she is getting fine, I don't want to back out now. Taeyang, so asked for her answer. Han, I will get the bags ready. Nodded her head at him with a small smile. Taeyang nodded at her with a smile. Taeyang, okay, I will arrange everything there. Taking out his phone. Han looked at him thinking something. Han, Taeyang, can I ask you something? Taeyang, looking at his phone. Han, it is about you. I mean, you remembered her every words, every moment with her. What is her like, dislike, what she thinks you understand. Then why would you do that to her? I mean, the one who had just a soul revenge from her. You won't have remembered all that even after he is successful in his revenge. Did your heart never try to stop from what you are doing to her? Not for once you thought that what you were doing was wrong and she might be innocent. Taeyang, who was scrolling on his phone, stopped hearing all this. He looked up. Taeyang, no, Han, not for a once. Han never did. She again felt angry that he always thought about his revenge and she was about to shout, but before that she heard him. Taeyang, not for a once. My heart said that I was right. Not for a once. My heart agreed that she was guilty. The more I came to know her, Han was confused. Han, then why would you do that? Taeyang, sometimes few promises destroy your life, Han. Once in everyone's life, there is a point where you have to choose, and I had chosen something which my mind said right, but heart said wrong. With a bitter smile, he took a deep breath before changing the topic. Taeyang, I will arrange everything in my flat. You get your things done, then we will leave, said further before walking out of room, leaving a confused Han behind. Han mind, what does he mean? Evening in car, Taeyang was taking Han and you to his flat. You was happy that you won't have to live there in a hospital now. You used to be scared of hospital staff, but now you could live freely. Han made an excuse of use treatment at her flat to maid. She used to live in hospital, so if she again going, then it wasn't new for the maid. She packed her and used necessary assignment with Taeyang. She was so hopeful about use treatment. You was looking out of window of car to the traffic and people city lights. You was feeling good. Taeyang looking at you and smiled at you. Han was also happy to see you, but then her smile faded away, thinking she had to face Jungkook. The chapter which was ended 4 years ago, but he came again in her life because he was always there in her heart. Han felt her eyes getting teary and she blinked several times and looked after the window. After some time, they reached flat at Taeyang. Han, you both walk. I will come with your bags. Flat number 1934. Han nodded. Han, keeps asked him. Taeyang, that's not needed, Han. He is already inside in a bit hesitated. Han nodded at him, but she gulped as she has to brave herself to face him. When you hold her hand, you look at her confusedly, but Han smiled at you. Han mind, even though you forgot past, but even now you stood by me as my sister. You thank you, Han took a deep breath. Hans man, let's face it, Han, you can and you were never wrong then. You don't need to be scared of anything or anyone. Started walking with you. They were about to enter inside lift when Hans is staying already coming, so they wait for him to let him come. Reaching the floor, they came out of lift and walked to the flat. Taeyang pressed the bell, but the door didn't open. Taeyang got confused and pressed the doorbell yet again continuously. Jungkook coming, yeah, they heard who might be shouting from inside. Jungkook, so sorry buddy, I was just taking shower and was saying when he stopped in mid looking at other two people while Try were looking at him with different expression. You was scared a bit to see the stranger, but you blinked and hid a bit behind Taeyang holding his arm, while Han was just too shocked to find him with his upper body bare and wet with his hair looking freshly showered and wrapped a towel around his waist. Her eyes were wide. Taeyang, Jungkook caught him under his face a bit angrily and he immediately looked at you and covered your eyes with his hand. Han also realized it as she immediately turned her face away, clearing her thought. She was nervous about facing him, and it may be an awkward situation, but that is really not what she thought. Taeyang, what the hell are you doing, Jungkook? Glaring at him. Jungkook, oh, sorry, with wide and open eyes, realizing that he wasn't wearing clothes and immediately moved away, rushing inside his room. Han heard him and see him rushing from there. She pressed her lips, trying hard to stop herself from smiling. Taeyang cleared his throat. Taehyung, sorry about that stupid. Please come inside. Han nodded, looking away. Where are we? Looking at Taehyung. Taehyung, it is our home. Now we will live here. We will live here now. Asked slowly, looking around. Taehyung, yes, you. Why? You don't like it here? Looking at you. It is beautiful, but they won't come here, right? Taehyung, never. And if they will come, then me and Han will throw them out. Okay? With smile. You smiled a bit. You looked around. You took few steps, looking at everything. You see a flower vase. You touched it, smiling. Taehyung, Han, that's your room and use room. You can make yourself comfortable. Han nodded. Taehyung, and it is just me and Jen cook birthday, so we use it to cook for ourselves, and there is no maid for housework. Still, I will try get one soon. I asked my PA to find one. Han, that's not needed, Taehyung. I can cook and do housework. It is not big deal, and anyway, it will be better if less unknown people will be around you. Taehyung, yeah, right. Okay, as you say, if you need anything, then you can ask me anytime. And the room that is provided to you and you doesn't have any balcony. That is the side room. So it won't be dangerous for you, as she's still scared of height. Han nodded at him. That's when Jungkook's room door opened. He came out in his t-shirt and track pants. You see him and she gets scared and moved behind Taehyung and Han. Han also see him and immediately diverted her cage. Taehyung, you relax, don't get scared of him. Who is he? With fearful tone. Taehyung, he is my friend, just like I am yours, and now he is also your friend. You, my friend? Confusingly. Taehyung, yes, but he is also friend, and he will also won't harm you, just like me and Han. Han, include yourself, but not me. I am no way like him, muttered, rolling her eyes. Jungkook heard it and glared at her, but she was unaffected. You get confused while Taeyang didn't understand what should he. Jungkook smiled a bit at you and come towards you. Jungkook, hey you, I am Taeyang's friend, so now ultimately we can also be good friends, right? And I promise here no one will harm you. I will not hurt you, coming near you. You bite your lower lips in confusion, then you looked at Taeyang, who nodded at you, giving a soothing smile as you will still clenching your hold on him. You looked at Jungkook and gave a small nod. Jungkook, that's perfect, with smile. Han, Taeyang, we are going to our room, avoiding to look at Jungkook. Taeyang, yeah, sure. Han, you. She took you inside room. As they went inside, Taeyang looked at Jungkook. Jungkook, what? Why are you looking at me like that? Looking at him.